So let's talk about the region of the Caribbean. So the DR, right? About the same population as Haiti, 10, 11 million people. There are about 12,000 developers in the Dominican Republic today. Jamaica, just about 1/4 of Haiti's population, about 2.8 million people. 4,500 developers. Trinidad and Tobago, which was just mentioned, 1/8 the population, so about 1.4 million people, 3,000 developers. Okay? How about Haiti? Where do you think we rank? Okay, let me just mention one more. Cuba, about 4,000 developers. Okay, Cuba with hardly any access to internet and access to global markets has about 4,000 developers. What about Haiti? Anybody want to guess? 1,000. Yes, you're right on the number. And guess what? That number has not changed in the last 4 years. I've been tracking this for 4 years on Stack Overflow. Every year they come out with their global report and their global estimation of developers around the world. About 1,000 developers in Haiti 4 years ago and about 1,000 now. Okay? So we're lagging behind. Why is that? Why do you think the number is so low? It can't be because of talent,
we export
right?
too much.
What's that?
We export a lot of them.
Well, that's part of it. That's part of it. Maybe programmers don't stay. Okay. Somebody else had an answer? Well, infrastructure challenges, right? Image challenges. But look, new code, and I think we can all agree, talent is global and evenly distributed. Haiti is not short of talent, right? But what is not equally distributed is opportunity. And in my belief, and the reason that I'm here today, and the reason that I'm here in Haiti, having left a successful career in the United States of over 20 years, is because I believe that the reason that number is so low is because the demand does not draw the supply. In other words, there's not enough demand for the services and for the skills that all of you represent here in Haiti. The local market does not demand your skills enough. In fact, I've heard stories from developers graduating from some of the top programs in Haiti, right? The top computer science programs in Haiti. Sometimes taking a year or more to get a job, okay? So some of you turn to entrepreneurship and doing consulting or developing your own projects and programs, and that's great. But I want to propose another solution, and it's not a new solution. I didn't come up with it, but when I came to Haiti 7 years ago and I looked around with my background and my experiences traveling the world and working with technology around the world, I couldn't believe that Haiti was not participating in the global workspace. And we do that through something called outsourcing, right? Let me just give you some more numbers. In the U.S., the U.S. is the number one in terms of the number of developers. Out of that 21 million, about 5 million work in the United States. But guess what? In 2 years, in 2020, there's going to be a 1 million shortage of programmers in the United States. And even today, for every programmer looking for a job in the U.S., there are 4 job openings. Okay? So U.S. companies, U.S. business people with business ideas, they're having a hard time finding the talent to move their ideas forward, to bring them to market, big companies, little companies, startups. And that's not going to go away. Last year, U.S. companies spent $70 billion on IT outsourcing alone. Not all outsourcing, just IT outsourcing. And a good portion of that is software development. And that's what we're talking about here today. So outsourcing is a proven model. Where has it worked before? Well, everybody knows the second largest number of developers in the world, and that's India. 25 years ago, India struggled with famine, poverty, hunger, some of the same issues, right, that developing countries struggle with. Well, what happened? They invested in technology, and when I was in the middle of my career, my company had 1,000 programmers or 1,000 QA testers in Bangalore, India. And I visited them, and they were exceptionally bright, exceptionally talented at what they did. And even 15 years ago, you didn't go to India to save money, you went to India because the talent pool was so strong. Today they have 3 million programmers, or developers, okay? And starting from nothing. Another good example, the Ukraine. Not a great destination for companies today because of the civil war and unrest. But the Ukraine went from 0 programmers working for outsourcing opportunities to 25,000 in 7 years. Okay? So the market, which is almost unlimited, can drive rapid change. All right? And it can happen here. It can happen in Haiti. Okay. Let me give you one more example closer to home. Colombia is the second largest outsourcing destination or nearshore destination for US and Canadian companies in our hemisphere, okay? They have 4 times the population of Haiti, but they have 65 times the number of developers. And why is that? They graduate about 17,000 a year. And IT outsourcing brought in $150 million in revenue just to Colombia last year. Mark Allen mentioned Andela. How many of you guys have heard of Andela? If you haven't yet, you will, because it is going to be one of those amazing stories that everybody's going to hear about. Started 4 years ago in 2014. Today, this company, this startup in Lagos, Nigeria, Nairobi, Kenya, and in Uganda, has as many developers working for that company, that startup, as we do in Haiti. Okay? Almost 1,000 developers. They've been well funded, about $80 million in funding, and their market, it's simple. Find the best and brightest in Africa. Of course, they have much more population, right? Over 1 billion people in Africa. But to take the best and brightest talent in Africa, develop them into world-class developers, and then apply that or expose them to the markets, the businesses in the US and Europe that need that talent and can't find that talent. That's exactly what New Code is doing, but we want to do it here. We want to do it in Haiti, and I believe that we're going to be successful. So what are we doing? Well, we just started in August our very first boot camp. It's a 6-month-long full-stack web development boot camp. It's at the University of Quisqueya, which is just up the road. It's funded by a private foundation called Kellogg Foundation. And we're going to be holding 3 of these boot camps in the next 18 months. We're about halfway through our first one. We had 125 applicants. We went to 14 people. And so we're picking, we're very selective, but we're not training for training purposes. We're training future employees of New Code. So everybody who graduates and finishes that program has a job waiting for them, okay? And we want to give the developers who go through our program opportunities to work with the best projects and the best clients and working on exciting projects, because at the end of the day, what you guys are interested in is learning new skills and applying them to exciting projects and building something new, right? So that's what we're doing. We want to be the best. We want to find the best. We want to train and cultivate the best talent. We want to have the best processes and the best quality. We are working towards being the very first company in Haiti to reach what's called CMMI level 5, which is just a measure of your processes and how mature you are and how few mistakes you make. Six Sigma is another example of that. Every person who goes through our training will be certified in a very popular development methodology called Agile and Scrum. Okay, everybody. Everybody who goes through our program will be certified in basic security knowledge and methodologies, because security is super important to our prospective clients and securing the data. So that's what we're doing today, and we want to do it in more and more. Our goal is, in 5 years from now, we want to have, like Andela, 800 to 1,000 people working full-time on projects, learning full-time new skills and technologies. We believe that we can do that. We're about developing the talent and then connecting it to the rest of the world. So imagine, in a couple of years' time, Dev Expo 4.0, right? Can't even fit everybody into this room, right? Because Haiti now has more developers than Jamaica, more developers than Trinidad and Tobago, okay? And catching up to the DR, which is growing quite rapidly, right? So that's the vision. That's the vision. Imagine some of the most exciting products, applications, and I'll tell you what, walking around, I was very excited to see what's going on. There, again, no shortage of talent, no shortage of ideas. But imagine hundreds or thousands of more programmers coming up with more product ideas, more service ideas. The energy, building this ecosystem will just explode, right? And imagine that Made in Haiti, which was up here earlier, that stamp, not just on our shirts, right, but on websites and applications for some of the largest companies throughout the world. That would be awesome. We hope you can join us. Right now we have applications open for our second boot camp. You can go to NOUKOD, N-O-U-K-O-D, right, .ht/apply. And you can enter your information if you're interested in joining us. And we're looking, and we have lots of applicants already, and we're looking for more. And we'd, again, like to connect with the people who really join with us on our vision. So anyway, thank you for your time, and thank you for letting me introduce to you NOUKOD.